city of Fayetteville, North Carolina. We have some beautiful boxers here that's going to be out here doing view live. Each ring, 2 rings, 2 cameras. You can order and see these guys punching each other in the face. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, Saturday morning, night, Sunday morning. We're going to be here all weekend. Right now, we have a couple fighters. So come on. What is your name one more time?
Sean Waits.
Sean Waits, and you, sir?
Coach Kedar Massey.
Coach Kedar. A whole lot here, so I need you guys just come up a little bit. Tell me, first of all, let me talk to the coach. Tell me a little bit about why you're involved in this boxing program.
Well, I love dealing with the youth in the communities. I'm a community activist, and so my calling is to help these kids get out of these gangs and out of the streets.
You say it's the
Yes.
right. So what about it that made you and inspired you and motivate you to be a part of what you're doing today? Tell me a little bit about you as a youth.
Well, I was a bad kid. Not this.
Oh, he said, oh, y'all, I didn't know you were going there. There you go.
I was out here like the tip.
No, it ain't always typical. I wasn't out there like that. So tell us what's up. Because see, here's the thing. This is why I say Johnny Davis Live, real talk, real solutions. Because a lot of the kids today don't understand that we are not perfect and we were never perfect, that
That's
we did
correct.
things too, that we made mistakes. What we need to be able to show people is that there is redemption.
Absolutely.
Just because you make a mistake, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world.
Right.
It ain't the end of the world.
I agree.
There's a comeback.
Right.
Tell me the real story.
Well, I grew up in a family of success. I had a lot of my parents educated, and I feel one of those kids that was hard-headed, wouldn't listen to my parents, stealing and breaking and entering, doing all kinds of things that I thought were
So I called.
to make money. I didn't get caught. I actually didn't get caught,
Right.
but I got caught by my parents.
Got it.
And stepfather taught me how to hustle a legitimate way, you know, selling fruits and vegetables and stuff like
Sure.
that. And it molded me into the person I am today, along with my grandmother, who always kept a switch available in case I got
He
out.
said, y'all, he just said a switch. Y'all don't know about no switch.
Right.
I know about a switch.
All the youth today do not know anything about a switch.
Do you think that's missing?
Absolutely. I'm still here because of that switch.
Right. But today, you know, a spanking kid or whatever is not very popular.
They classify it as not being normal, but it says spare the rod, spoil the.
I got my behind tore up as a kid. And it taught me a lot. I didn't do whatever I got my behind tore up for. I didn't do it again either. Is that part you think we're missing out?
I can remember days when I was going to school. We used to get a paddle,
Oh, yes, sir.
and man,
Too. That paddle make it hurt.
Hey.
Y'all don't know about the hole in the paddle.
it made me think. When I sit down, it burned, and I got it together though.
Right.
And I decided that me doing what I was doing, I was someone else, and so that's what I did for over 30 years now, is try to keep these kids from going in those directions that I went in.
This message to these kids about the lesson you learned, right?
Yes.
What is that message to them about making that same mistake?
This is my greatest message, and I always say it in the gym all the time. It ain't easy.
That's a real lesson.
Ain't easy.
Break that down for me.
Train the mind to train the body.
I like that. Tell me a little bit about this young man right here first before I let him talk. Because he's going to tell me I know that. Tell me the truth about this young man.
Well, he came to me. He just had come to get some sparring here one day with another coach, and he decided that he liked what he saw in the gym, and he came back and talked to me and decided that he wanted to be a part of the program. And so we got together, and I started teaching him the proper way to do things, and so he enjoyed it.
You use the term, before I go to him, program.
Yes.
Program.
Yes.
right? You know, program.
Absolutely.
Well, tell me a little bit about your program.
Well,
Now, you see how I break that down?
absolutely. I program him on wisdom, knowledge, which is overstanding, not understanding.
Got it. Got it. Stand out. What's your name, young man?
Sean Waits.
Sean West. Tell me a little bit about your experience thus far with Coach.
Best coach I've ever had. I thank God every day that he took me in and he guided me the way that he guided me. You know, because I've never had any coach who's ever done that to me, who actually cared. One of the most important things as far as being a fighter is having a coach or having a team that cares, because it makes you fight harder, it makes you train harder, and overall it becomes a beautiful thing.
What about your life that you needed that?
I needed to grow as a man, personally me. I needed to learn. I needed to just try new things and not be scared. I think a lot of times, you know, we grow up a certain way and we try to just continue that program instead of breaking the programming and becoming better people and evolving and spreading that knowledge and spreading that experience so we our community and our peers.
Give me an example of how being with this man and boxing has made you better.
He's given me knowledge on like not just like financials, stuff like that, business, and you know, like structure as far as like being on time, even though I struggle with that.
right. We all do sometimes.
That's real now. That's real.
Right.
So, you know, being on time,
Right.
having respect, you know, and I remember one time, you know, I kind of, you know, came out of my mouth with somebody I didn't even know.
Right.
And this guy was a millionaire and I didn't even know who he was.
Right.
And he had told me, he sat me down. He never, you know, came unprofessional. He sat me down, Sada. You need to respect everybody that you see, that you know who you come across, because
Right.
they can help you with your vision,
Right.
and you can help him.
Right.
So I mean, you never know who's in the room. You know, having respect, because sometimes you know I like to carry myself with the best intent anytime I meet anybody. But
Right.
you just never know who you are around, and sometimes your mind gets beyond you. So the biggest thing that I've gained from Coach Massey, and I say I'm gonna get a T-shirt. Thank God for Coach Massey.
Right.
Not being serious.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Real
for
talk.
real. Like
Right.
you
That's
know.
good stuff.
Thank
How does
God.
that make you feel?
Makes you feel good.
Right.
I've trained a lot of kids.
Come a little closer to the mic.
I've trained a lot of kids over the years, and just to hear him say those things, it goes to the heart.
Does it mean something, the fact that you are sitting here and literally hearing it, as opposed to on your deathbed and somebody saying it, and or being dead, and we don't hear when we're dead,
Right.
but the idea of it is they say give a person their flowers while they're still here. What about that makes you feel special right now?
Well, I say that all the time to a lot of the young men that come
Mm-hmm.
into my gym is don't wait till I'm dead to try doing this or doing that.
Right.
Do it while I'm living so that I can appreciate it. You represent me.
Right.
And when you represent me and you go out into the public, you want everybody to say the good things and not the bad things.
Right.
Or when I was a little kid, it's like, oh, I remember that kid. That
Right.
kid was bad.
Right.
And then, but they see now, and I want to always leave a legacy of that type of energy.
You got real love for these fighters.
I care about all of them, but at some point in time, they run across people that don't,
Right.
and it always pull them off track.
Do you have kids of your own?
Yes, I do. I have 3.
3 kids, right? But you also have an extended family, looks like.
Exactly.
Right? What about, do you have a dad in your life?
My father was never around, so God is my father.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I have a strong religious faith, and I go by that. I guide my life on that. You know, I read the Bible. I need to finish it, but you know, it's a
No. You need to understand what you read.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not a matter of finishing.
right.
It's a matter of understanding. People go there and read, oh, I read it all.
Right.
And dumb as a bat. The most hypocritical people you've ever seen in your life.
Right.
It's understanding. If you read one paragraph and that one paragraph changes your life and who you are, you've read quite enough.
That's that wisdom.
And
Oh, don't get me started.
Right.
You don't want to get me
I
started.
love getting you started. Go
Okay.
ahead, Johnny.
All right.
And another thing,
Right.
you know, I like to use the word overstanding, because overstanding, you get to see the entire picture. Sometimes when you put yourself on an understanding, you only
Yeah.
see what's on the surface.
That's right.
So I'm a big believer in God, and you know, having guidance in my life.
Right.
You know, and I thank God every day that I found Coach Massey.
Right. What is your overall goal for the sport of boxing? Are you trying to go to like some particular level, or you just using it to kind of just grow, as a person?
All of it. every single bit of what you said. You know, my goal is to go to the Olympics and win gold.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times, you know, people think it's far-fetched, but if you put it in your mind and you work towards it and you trust in God, anything is possible.
It's
I'm not
absolutely
scared-
possible.
I'm not scared to challenge myself. I'm here to, you know, grow and get better, but most importantly is for personal development.
Right.
And challenge yourself and seeing what you're made of, you know,
Right,
instead
right.
of just waiting until you drop dead and now you have questions in your grave. I won't have that with me. This will
Well, I don't know if you're gonna have questions in your grave. We might. Don't know if I've seen that yet. I don't.
Oh,
At least
yeah.
nobody come back and told me. You know, I was pondering when I was dead. But I get you. No, I really do. I'm crazy. Like I tell you, Johnny Davis Live, always real talk, but having fun.
Yes.
Where's your accent from?
My accent, I'm from New York City.
From New York. That's why I'm hearing a little bit of New York. There's something like that going on. Give me your final thoughts about what your hopes and desires are about this weekend, there, Coach.
Well, I hope that everyone comes and get what they came for, which is that belt, and also to learn a little bit from this tournament. And that's basically it.
Well, I think that's big stuff. Good guy here. Guy's got a lot of just a good guy. I'm telling you what. I'm telling you how I recognize people. This guy walks up and he was just all alive and just kind of stood out. And I said, what a nice guy. That's exactly what that was my first impression. That's the way I see people, and I hope people see me the same way. It's just being a nice guy. Shout out your gym real quick.
And I want you to see him like that.
Yeah, I saw it.
You seeing that.
No, I'll tell you, I saw it right away. And then now, after talking to him, I see where it's all coming from. You know, it's all that family and stuff like that. Shout out your gym real quick before we go.
It's Inner City Youth and Boxing Center in Durham, North Carolina.
Hey, look, this guy's got a great program going on over there. Listen, if you want to see some of these fighters competing tomorrow, you can support them by going to our website at akpromotions.org and seeing the pay-per-view live stream. It's going to be happening all weekend. Great camera shots and everything is going to be happening with all of these fighters in 2 rings on this weekend. Listen, I'm going to check out for a moment. This is Johnny Davis Live.